Well, when we sit down and we're watching our favourite YouTube cycling channel and they're promoting the new, greatest, latest product, this little voice comes out in the back of our head and goes, I wonder if they're being paid to say all this. Well, what we want to know is if the good old money truck's backing up to the back of their garage and they're offloading heaps and heaps of cash to tell us that these products are really good. So let's roll an intro and let's have a look at how does it work? Are these YouTubers paid? And if they are, what sort of monies are they getting? Well, the first thing you need to understand is it depends. And the reason why it depends is because someone like me who's a small YouTuber, and I just do it for fun and it's a hobby, I've got a daytime job, and I just speak what I want to say. So it's really my opinion. That may be correct, it may not be correct, but it's my objective opinion, what I believe. But as the YouTubers become more popular and they turn it into a business, then that kind of changes, because when you start to run it as a business, then you start to employ people and you start to have overheads, and these overheads have to be paid. And the little bit of money you get from ad revenue really isn't enough to sustain that type of business. Now, one of the major differences between someone like me, I am the cameraman because I've just had to set up my camera. I've got to get the exposure right. I've got to buy the cameras. I've got to run the cameras. I've got to learn the cameras. I also need to work out the story. What am I going to talk about? I've got to come up with an idea to make a video and then plan the video out and then basically speak to you guys and deliver it to you. Once I've done all that, I need to go through. I need to check my footage. I need to color grade it. I know I need to edit it. Then I need to upload it to YouTube. And obviously then you guys watch it. I also need to manage all my expenses and things like that as I'm running a business. So I'm basically a one-man show. And because I've got other sources of income, it's not critical that I need to bring along a lot of money to basically live off from my YouTube channel. Now, these bigger channels, especially someone who's as big as GCN, we know they have a number of presenters, and they would have a separate cameraman that goes along with them because they go to locations. They would also have a separate editor. They'd probably got a manager that runs the business, that looks at all the accounts and everything like that. And they may even have some sort of marketing person that goes out and gets stories and talks to manufacturers like Shimano and SRAM and Specialized Trek, those sorts of things, so they can make arrangements to make their next video, which obviously for me, I just get on here and have a bit of a talk, whilst with them, it's a lot more. They need to say, hey, look, what's this new product? What's involved with it? And they need to get some background information so then they can put their story together, and then they need to tell their presenters that to present it to you guys. So there's a lot more involved. And of course, all of these people want to get paid. They've got leasing fees for their premises. They've got electricity. All of the items they use like cameras have all got to come out of the business. Plus they still need to then pay all those people. So those sorts of costs are quite significant. So they need to be able to get that good old money truck, back it up to the garage, guys, and offload a bit of money so they can pay people in that business. Now, cost. How much money are these guys getting? Well, that does depend. And of course, it can come down to a contract or a negotiation between the YouTube channel and the product that they're selling. And generally, for a average type channel, I've got some figures here that I did some research on, and these things are pretty specific. People who have YouTube channels and do this sort of business go by, there's even a book, a specific book where you can go into it, for a shout out, to have someone on, to have a product placement, make a whole video about a product. The prices vary depending on what the arrangement is with that product. Now, for example, it can go on views. So just for instance, typical price could say like you get 10,000 views. So the price of that would be say $1,000 US. Or you may have $200 per video if you're doing 10 to 15,000 subs. So it's based on subs. Or you could do what they call the CPM, which is basically the views per thousand, and that's what your ad revenue works on. And that can be $20 or $30, which is pretty low. If it was a bigger channel, you'd be asking a bit more money than that. So what could someone like GCN make if they were calculated just on a CPM rate? Well, for a typical video, I went and had a look at how many views they got. For a 100 to 200k views, then they would probably make around about $4,000 US. But if the whole video was about a specific item, that could be more significant. So these product placements are real and they're paid. And there's even a guy that I follow, and he has a film channel and a camera channel, and he did a brand new product. It was released by Sony, a new camera, and he got paid about $5,500 US to do a complete video about that camera. So those sorts of things are set up, and usually as an embargo, and you might hear YouTubers talk about an embargo, and that's why all of those videos come out like almost at the same time. You go, hey, like everyone's got a video out on this. It's because they've had that component sometime before they've made that video, and they have a date when they have to release it, and that camera or that bike may have been handed around a number of YouTubers for them to review. So in conclusion, what does all this mean? Well, what it means is it means that you need to kind of keep an open mind when you watch a lot of these reviewers. Now, even with me, you can disagree with me, but I'm just giving my objective opinion. In a lot of cases, I can't get those products because I'm only a small YouTube channel, so I can only go by what the same as you, other people have said on their YouTube channels, or go and look at the sites of the bicycles and go and look at the products and see what they offer. So even though mine might be more objective, I don't get the hands-on that some of these other YouTubers get. But they can't say too much that's bad about the product. And this is what you'll find is they will soft pedal on the negatives surrounding that product. And of course, then they will push on the accelerator the good factors about that product. And it might be a new design, that they've made the forks more aero, or it can take bigger tires, or whatever that may be that has the edge on them on the other products they're competing with. Well, anyway, guys, remember to smash that like button and comment down below about what you think about these big channels where they're having a lot of views and they have a number of employees, and they obviously are a business. And do you think that they're being, the real McCoy? Or do you think that they're going, hey, back up the money truck. Yep, that's it. Offload it all. Every last dollar. Thank you very much. We'll say whatever you want us to say. Well, you leave those comments down below. And guess what? Remember to subscribe if you like these type of cycling videos. And I will see you in the next vid. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.